Today, we're going to be doing a blind reaction by a lawyer to car accident videos that are viral on the internet. My name's Rosen. I am a double board certified civil trial lawyer here in South Florida, and I represent plaintiffs who have been involved in personal injury accidents. Let's get started. Alright, so what the video shows is this car is driving down the street and they start to honk, and there's a person walking in the road and they jump onto the front of the car, and it appears he's pretending to be injured in an accident. Now, in this particular case, the insurance company is going to have a field day. They have a video of what looks like this guy making a frivolous claim if this person did hire a lawyer and make a claim. And so there's two things the insurance company can do. One, they can produce the video to the other person and just deny the claim. Or they may choose to not produce that video and wait until the person files a lawsuit. If that happens and this person files a lawsuit and makes a claim against this driver, that insurance company can ultimately, if this person testifies under oath that the accident happened the way he's saying it happened, that the car hit him, they can come after that person for attorney's fees, costs, sanctions, get the case dismissed, and potentially facing perjury charges for lying under oath. All right, so who's at fault for this accident? Obviously, we are on a highway. It's two lanes going in the same direction. There's a divider in the middle with the opposite vehicles coming in the opposite direction. And the vehicle that gets into the crash, what they're doing is they're trying to pass on the right. And you're not allowed to pass on the right. That is illegal. And what he does is, because this other person in front of him is trying to get out of the way, which is correct. If you're in the left lane and you're driving a little bit slow, you got to get out. You got to let people, you got to keep that lane clear. In some states, you can actually get a ticket if you're driving slow in the left lane. It's a passing lane only. But this individual tries to pass on the right and then overcorrects, tries to get back into the left lane, and loses control. It clearly looks as though the driver who causes this accident was speeding, trying to pass on the right, ultimately moving to the left and overcorrecting, and accident happens. But worst of all, he drives away, and that is called leaving the scene of an accident. That is a criminal charge. If you don't pull over and talk with the other person who you crashed into and exchange information, you're facing criminal charges. That is a violent crash. And here's what's tough about this crash, and just for my review of this video, is that you do have red lights on the main road that you're looking at initially, at least in one direction. We don't know what color light is from the opposite direction. What caused me concern, I can't tell who's at fault for this accident, is that when it pans to the left, you're going to see two cars that are actually stopped, which may indicate that they have a red light and the person who went was actually running a red light and they get T-boned. So in this one, tough from just the video that I see here on who's at fault, but obviously one of the key things is at an intersection, always be very, very careful. Even if you have a green light, someone may not be paying attention. They may come barreling through a red light and cause an accident. So obviously just proceed with caution whenever you're at an intersection. All right, so a couple things are happening here. This is what looks like a scooter crashes into the back of a car that slows down in traffic. Now, you got to remember that there is a presumption of negligence on the rear end driver. The driver who crashes into the back of another car is presumed to be negligent, and it varies state by state, but really there's a presumption of negligence because you have to pay attention to what's in front of you. You have to drive a safe distance behind the car that's in front of you, and if the vehicles are stopping, you got to slow down and stop in time before you make impact. There's a few exceptions to the rear end presumption. If someone makes a sudden lane change, or someone does an abrupt and arbitrary stop in a place where people don't normally stop, or they parked illegally or do something illegal, it may rebut the presumption of negligence, but really the rear end driver really needs to be paying attention and not cause an accident. The second thing I see here is that there is a passenger on the back of the scooter. That means because the driver of the scooter rear-ended another car and the passenger on the scooter got hurt, they can make a claim against the scooter driver. And the driver in front of the scooter, the people that are in the car who got rear-ended, they can make a claim against the driver of the scooter as well. The driver of the scooter, it's not looking good for him. My name's Rosen, double board certified civil trial lawyer here in South Florida, representing plaintiffs in personal injury cases. Make sure you like, follow, comment, and subscribe.